Hey, Art One, welcome to your first big drawing lesson. And this might be the most important thing I teach you about how to draw ever. So pay attention and really follow along because a lot of students have come back to me and said that this is what they remember and this has really, really helped them. So we're going to do a little exercise, no pressure. Okay, this is supposed to be fast, fun, and I'm supposed to test my telekinetic abilities because I can predict a lot of stuff. So you'll see what happens. So you can get your drawing day one worksheet, and what you're going to do is our lovely sub, or you follow along with this video. We're just going to guide you through what you need to draw. So for this first box, I'd like you to draw a hand and go ahead and take 30 seconds to do it. And we'll pause this video. Take 30 seconds, draw a hand. All right, now that you've drawn the hand, in the next box, you'll see you need to draw a flower. So go ahead and take 30 seconds. Go ahead and pause this video. Take 30 seconds to draw a flower in the next box. All right, now that you've drawn the flower, go ahead and in the next box, draw a tree. And you could take a whole minute to do this if you want. So go ahead, draw a tree, take a minute, pause. Okay, and in our last box, now that you've drawn a hand, a flower, a tree, I'd like you to go ahead and draw a face. Take about a minute to a minute and a half. So our lovely sub can pause this video and time you for about a minute to a minute and a half. Draw a face. Good luck. Okay, now that you're done with all that stuff and all that drawing, here's where the big lesson comes in. So go ahead and get the drawing in front of you and see if I can predict what you drew. So through my telekinetic powers of prediction, I'm going to predict that some of you, maybe all of you, I don't know, drew your hand like that. If that's you, take a mental note. If you drew the flower, when you drew the flower, I think you might have drawn it maybe like that. Did you do that? Or like that? Maybe, I don't know. Okay. When you drew the tree, my powers of prediction tell me that you probably drew the tree one of three ways. Here's the first way, which I call like the cloud tree. It's like you drew a cloud and then gave it a trunk. The classic, very simple Christmas tree, or call it the lollipop tree. That one. And then the face, you might have drawn a face a little bit more like an emoji, maybe something like that. Now, if you put all kinds of effort into it and, your drawings look nothing like this, then good for you. But a lot of us fall into these traps. I call these brain traps. And this is probably maybe the most important thing I will ever teach you about drawing, or maybe even about art. We're used to having things fast nowadays and getting what we need at the push of a button. And the thing is, our brains are really, really smart, and they figure out how to do things pretty quickly, actually. And when it comes to drawing something, when we have to draw something, our brain goes, oh, okay, how do I do this? How do I do it quickly? So that I don't have to work as much. And somewhere along the line, I think it happens mostly in kindergarten, you figure out these really fast ways of drawing something, especially like that flower. I think the flower is like the iconic one. Somehow everybody gets the message in kindergarten, first grade, that is how you draw a flower. And the thing is that our brain takes over and tells us how to draw that really, really quickly. But in actuality, flowers don't look that much like that, okay? I have some fake flowers here. And yeah, they have petals, and yeah, they have like a little thing in the center, but I mean, flowers are way more complex than 6 petals and a circle in the middle. Okay, the leaves are much more complex than that too. And you've seen flowers before. A rose does not look like this. But if I give somebody a rose to draw, guess what they do? They'll draw it like that. Or if I give them this, they'll keep drawing the flower like that. Or if I give them somebody's face to draw, if I give them my face, they'll still draw me like this. And you know what? I don't look like that. And if we're looking at our hand is way more complex than the Mickey Mouse glove that we drew. So my first lesson to you is to get out of your head and to stop drawing what you think you see and to draw what's actually there in front of you. Start paying attention to the lines of things, to the shapes of everything, to the textures that you see. Just tell your brain to be quiet. Shh. And it's all about what's going into your eyes, not what your brain wants to do and take over and make you draw really, really quickly. Okay, get this. Don't ever do it again. On to the next lesson.